the feeling that, oh, these houses could be put to a better use by the central planner.
Mm-hmm. And I fucking... There's this great video series on youtube.com. Don't know if you guys have heard of it. Let me just pull this up. It's this guy called Asian Andy. Whereas this gentleman who is a live streamer, and he basically his like sister's property got taken over by this squatter, and he just makes her life a living hell. He just goes in there and tries to annoy the squatter out of there. Like, he does all sorts of crazy shit. This is a brilliant series. You guys got to watch this if you hate squatters like I do. Like, this lady is terrible. She's evil. She's a career squatter. Because of socialists like these guys, this lady's able to be a career squatter. And this guy goes in there and is just the most insufferable motherfucker ever. And you love seeing it because this lady is evil. There's a great, if you want to get like a good recap on it, a little shorter, this Pay Money Wubby video where he goes over it is also great. Like, he goes over some of that stuff, but definitely also check out the full saga. Every so often I go back to this series of videos, and I'm like, yes, get that bitch. Get that fucking bitch. After a point he does, they perhaps take it a little bit over the line, when another gentleman comes in, by the name of, I can't remember the guy's name, but the second gentleman they bring in is very, very much, he does not give a shit. He will go completely over the line. But you know, this lady is horrendous.
Maybe she deserves it.
I think she definitely deserves it. But he perhaps goes a little bit far.
There's a mention in the chat from Foreman Georgie. He says, I watched that gem. It was amazing how enacted the cops were, and one of the reasons I was convinced cops are inept. Well, there's two factors. Cops are inept, yeah, first of all. But also the laws that they have to enforce are also absolutely retarded.
Yeah,
fuck ups.
Because that's the thing. And that's the weapon he uses against her a lot. Is the squatters can just be as terrible as possible in other people's property. And it's like, well, no, that's just a civil issue. That's a civil issue. You got to take it into civil court, right? And he uses that against them. He turns that back on them. Every time the cops come for him being really disruptive and horrible to her, it's like, well, I'm sorry, Mary, but this is a civil issue. And he's like, it's a civil matter, Mary. He's like banging on a door with a broom. It's a civil matter. You know, because he's using that exact same logic against her because she's being really disruptive to the owner's property. So he's just using it right back on her, right? I'm sorry, Mary, but this is a civil matter. I'm granting you your premise. There you go, right? And that's what I love about it. It's very Atlas Shrugged-esque, where in Atlas Shrugged, it's the capitalists, the producers, they're granting the premise of the socialists. They're saying, okay, we're exploitative. We're not going to exploit you any longer. We're going to go on strike, right? We're granting you all your premises. And we're going to go over out of your way. We're not going to exploit you any longer. And the people, of course, start clamoring for the exploitation because they don't want their premises actually granted. Asian Andy tried to kick out another squatter, but they pulled a knife on him, and they had children. Yeah, I did see that video. It wasn't quite as successful because I think they were a little bit more messed up.
And a little thing here, since we're on this topic, you should, if you guys are interested in that, you should also look into a guy, Flash Shelton. He's a squatter hunter. He actually has quite a lot of things on Instagram. If you guys are more into that platform, he posts them there. Also very enjoyable, but you can also see the length these squatters go for. And the way, and especially in these states like California, where you can't do much against a squatter, even in civil matter, you can't really do much.
Is he the one who squats on the squatters? Like, he just does the exact same thing, as them. Whereas, like, no, sorry, I'm squatting on you. Like, he changes the locks and everything. And he uses the exact same things to, like, keep them out.
He doesn't change the locks. He doesn't change the locks because in California, for instance, that's illegal. You can't do that because that's self-help eviction, apparently, right? So what he does is actually just make it unlivable. Like, he puts music at night. He doesn't cut power onto that, but he did find some loopholes. Like, hey, if you can't cut power right away, but if you put a notice, if he gives the squatter a 24-hour notice that, hey, the power is going to go down for maintenance or something like that, he can totally do that, and he does that. And this is because he's actually grown he apparently came from a medium where this was very it happened a lot, so apparently he has some personal childhood experience with this shit. I don't know, it's a very very cool thing to look at because of the ways, the loopholes he has to go through, the jumps he has to go through in order to make some squatter quit.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's continue.
Yes.
If we literally just give